Welcome everybody to the newest MFL show against the spread. I'm Aaron Klefter. To my left here is Jean Clayton. We are bringing you the newest, best gambling show. Jean, tell us about it.
All right, so this is new to the whole fantasy football experience. It's been around in the NFL for years. What we're going to do is simply take the ESPN projections, since most of us, any self-respecting fantasy football member has their lineup set for Sunday by Tuesday at 10 a.m. So what we're going to do is just take one projection versus the next, and the spread, we're going to even them out. We'll see where everybody lies.
In our first matchup, Jean, we have Slice of Zeiss -10 versus Deuces Wild. Now, Aaron Klefter. Who is Aaron Klefter? Do we know much about Aaron Klefter? Let me tell you one thing about Aaron Klefter. He is the newest member of the Deuces Wild bandwagon, okay? Not only is Deuces Wild going to cover this week, they are going to win outright. Win outright over Slice of Zeiss. Mark it down. Cash it now. Cash it. Cash it in the bank.
Aaron, so Slice of Zeiss is laying 10 to Deuces Wild here, and the Marvin Jones trade is going to pay off this week. He's got Oakland weak secondary, but this one's going to come down to Sunday night, where Baltimore and the Pats, same thing starts going. Everybody's saying Pat Steve's just a fraud. He haven't played anybody good yet. Pat Steve puts up another 20. Slice of Zeiss covers. Give me Slice of Zeiss by 12.
In our next game, we have the West Canaan Coyotes -26 against Graham Cracker. Jean, what do you got for this one?
Well, this is a big bounce back game for the Coyotes here after that ugly loss last week to Mr. Davis. So, Graham Cracker, not the hottest team in the league. Coyotes averaging over 100. Think it's a big revenge game here, Aaron. I'm going to take Coyotes in the 26.
No Julio in the lineup. No Greg Zuerlein in the lineup. No problem covering the very skewed spread. Even after a very disappointing performance, the West Canaan Coyotes cover the huge spread. Stat guy!
All right, well, let's see. What do we got here? Looks like Graham Cracker, gentlemen, has not scored more than 88 points since week 4.
And on to our third matchup of the week. We have Oots Rebellion, fan favorite, versus the Rolling Stoners. This one's set at a pick'em, dead even line. Aaron.
Listen, after Oot picked up that victory last week, all he will be thinking about is the sex doll that got away to Josh. All he'll be able to think about, he won't be able to focus, Stoners win.
I mean, that's a great point. That's a great point, Aaron. But, you know, Devontae Adams is back, and nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. He's got the defense in right now. That's going to bring him to victory. Give me Rebellion by 3.
All right, John. In our next game, we have AGS -1 against Real Deal. Dave already murdered him. He's been embargoed. The drain, circling. He's almost done. AGS by 20. Jean, what do you got?
Aaron, I couldn't agree more. I mean, you really hit the nail on the head here. If you're looking into it, this smells like a trap game for the Real Deal. You know, when that spread is around 1, +1, 0, down to -1, that's usually what you call a trap game here. AGS is back. There's really no denying that. I'm going to take AGS in this game with the low spread here. I also agree 20 points might be a little bit on the light end. But the real question mark of this whole thing is Larry Fitz, perennial all-star, on the bench. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the stat guy.
You guys bring up a lot of good points. One thing that you're hitting home on, Larry Fitz. You know, let me just take a look and see what I can conjure up here. Larry Fitzgerald, second all-time in receptions. Second all-time yards. Sixth all-time touchdown catches. This book goes on and on and on. 12 all-time total touchdowns. Top 25 yards per game. 10th all-time yards from scrimmage. It's not done. 2019, 32nd ranked fantasy wide receiver. In Josh's lineup, the 41st ranked wide receiver. What are we doing here, fellas?
You know what, Aaron? I think AGS might go on a run here.
You kidding me?
You know what, John? They are playing real deal this week, though.
I don't care who you play.
I think AGS is gonna make the playoffs.
Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
And for our fifth and final matchup of the week, we have the Gotham Rogues taking on Murphy's Law. Spread here set at 7.5. A lot more at stake. Everybody knows this is the big Cleveland game. Rogues coming in, laying 7.5. This is the game. This is the game, Aaron, where the 2 first rounders for the Rogues pay off. We have Murphy's Law tends to put up these 60-point duds. Aaron Rodgers isn't going to do it forever. And the big thing here, when you play the Jets D ever, it's going to bite you in the ass. So Jets D, Jets, trade rumors, locker room implosion. Give me the Rogues by 26 here. Aaron.
Mr. Clayton. This is my James is hopping on a bus to Cleveland. Mortal lock of the week. Rogues by 40.
All right. So on that, we're going to end it with the spooky stat of the night. Over to our stat guy.
It's the spooky stat of the week. This is a scary one for both parties involved, so I'm gonna throw some stats at you here. 926 miles round trip from New York City to Cleveland, Ohio. $120, rough estimate of bus fare to and from. 20 hours of your day spent on a Greyhound. And the most important stat, 1-game winning streak for Murphy's Law over Gotham Rogues.